Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Hannah, and for today's video we're going to be doing a trying new makeup. So I got a lot of makeup during the Sephora sale that I really want to try out. Some of it's new and some of it's just new to me. But yeah, I really want to film a video trying this makeup out. I didn't have any products for my eyebrows or my eyes, and so I just went ahead and did those off camera. So yeah, make sure to subscribe down below and get this video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it, and let's go ahead and get on with the video. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to go in with is this Ole Henriksen Counterbalance Oil Control Hydrator. So that's what this looks like. This is just kind of like what I would use my Origins Original Matte Moisturizer with Willow Herb. I used to use that underneath makeup or just during the day as like a moisturizer that would help me stay oily but still hydrate and moisturize the skin. So I loved using that one under makeup, and I really want to try this one under makeup. I have used this a couple of times and I do like it. I just don't really have like any like thoughts on it. It's like a more like gel based moisturizer. I did my skincare before I did this makeup, and for my eyes I just used the Dose of Colors Pretty Cool palette, and I just used the first 3 shades and then the last shade. I've actually been really loving this palette. I know I said in the past I have trouble blending this one, but I don't know, recently it's been working for me and I really love it. I actually like cool tone eyeshadows, so I really have been loving that palette a lot. And so for primer today, we're gonna be using the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. This is the perfecting one, so I've used the hydrating one, the blurring one, and the sunscreen. This is the protecting broad spectrum SPF 30. Love this, but we'll talk about this in like a favorites video or something. But I've been really loving all of the Laura Mercier primers. I think they're really nice, and I haven't had any problems with like breaking out or irritating my skin. I've been really enjoying them actually, and so I was really excited to try this one because it's just called the perfecting one. So this one is supposed to be it's supposed to create a flawless canvas for makeup application and extended wear. It has green tea extract that helps protect skin from signs of aging, while vitamin C visibly brightens an even skin tone. So I'm kind of curious to see if it's like more hydrating, which I have a feeling it kind of will be. So that's what it looks like. Love the packaging. It's super cute. This little baby pink tube. And so I'm just gonna put some in my hand. It actually has a pink tone to it, which is kind of weird, but it kind of just looks like a gel moisturizer. It actually kind of like feels really nice on the skin. It almost feels like a water-based moisturizer or a gel moisturizer. It just feels really nice, but it also makes my skin feel like plump and tightened, if that makes any sense. And it has a slight citrus smell, but nothing overpowering. So I don't have a new foundation. The foundation I'm going to be using is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. This is a really good satin foundation. I wouldn't say it's matte, even though it is called matte. I think it's a good foundation for all skin types, and it's just like a nice satin finish. Build this up just a little bit because this is a pretty medium coverage, and I kind of want, that was way too much. So I'm just gonna add it where I need it, and I'm really tapping off. I'm like picking up a little product and then really tapping it off on my hand just so we don't get too much, because I do like my foundations more of a medium coverage, but I still like a little bit just because I do get blemishes and stuff, and right now I'm really breaking out on my chin, so I just want to build up the coverage. Yeah, so before concealer, I'm actually gonna go ahead and do my bronzer slash contour, just so, I don't know, I'm new to this, so I'm kind of doing what other people do. And a lot of people like to do their bronzer, their cream bronzers before their concealer. So I have the Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzers, and I have the shade 02 Butter Biscuit and 01 Amber. So I've heard good reviews about these. A lot of people seem to actually really like these. They do say that they're pretty sheer and they're not as intimidating as they look in the pan. But this one is Butter Biscuit. This one's like more of a true bronzer, while Amber is more of like a contour. So that's what they look like. I don't really know if I have a good brush to use this, so I'm just gonna go in with this Alamar Cosmetics bronzer brush. I use it for foundation normally, but I'm gonna try it for these Fenty bronzers. And I don't know if I want to use a sponge or if I want to use a brush, so I'm first gonna go in with the brush, and I'm gonna first go in with Amber since it is the contour shade. This shade really scares me because it just looks like death in a pan, but we're gonna try it. I'm just wadding it off on my hand, and I'm just gonna start pressing it over my foundation. I don't want it to take off the foundation. Okay, I feel like I don't think I'm liking that. So I'm gonna go back in with my sponge and pick it up with my sponge maybe? I don't know. Oh dear. That's a lot. It doesn't look bad. I just don't think I'm like loving it. But I also feel like I don't have the right tool to make it work for me. We're gonna try this complexion brush by Alamar Cosmetics and see if I like it more then. I do feel like these are pretty sheer, like very buildable, which I don't mind since I am like newer to cream bronzers. So I don't think it looks bad, and it's blending out fine. I don't feel like it's taking off foundation or anything. I don't think that looks bad. I'm gonna go over that with the 02 Butter Biscuit because this is more like a bronzer. I definitely like this Alamar Cosmetics brush with these a little bit better. Let me just have that a little. I'm just gonna go over that. Okay, I really gotta focus. Okay, that's starting to look a little muddy. I feel like these two shades mixed together are just not the best. But we're gonna just go ahead and do that on the other side because so they match, but I don't know. Yeah, this brush is so much better for the bronzers. It's just applying it a lot better. She did sell these with the brush. I didn't buy the brush because it was like $40 or something. I think for every day I'll get more use out of Butter Biscuit because it's more of like a cream bronzer. Amber is not as intimidating as it looks in the pan, but it still is like a true contour shade for fair skins. But I think for like, if you're like me and you're a beginner and you're trying to get into cream products like cream bronzers, cream blushes, I think these are a really great option because they are sheer, they are buildable, and they're easy to work with. They blend really nicely. And honestly, overall, I really like these. Granted, I'm looking a little bit like mud, but you know, practice makes perfect. So the more I try them, the more I'll like. So now we're gonna do concealer, and I do have a new concealer. This is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Concealer. It's a weightless, full coverage, high performance, runway tested, and mother approved. So it comes in super bougie packaging, as you can see. I think the packaging is pretty similar to the foundation, which I haven't tried. One thing I will say that I just noticed about the bronzers, I do feel like they have kind of like a sheen to them. They're not super They're like a satin finish. I don't think they're completely matte, but I really like those so far. I'm actually highly impressed. But anyways, back to the concealer. So this concealer is super weighted. I can definitely tell it's like a more luxurious packaging, and it is glass, so just keep that in mind if you like travel a lot, which you're not doing right now, but if you're traveling a lot before coronavirus, this would shatter. If you're clumsy like me, it would shatter. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And also I got mine in the shade L1, which I want to say is the lightest shade. I can't exactly remember. It has like a paddle doe foot is what it kind of looks like. It's almost like a paddle applicator. And we're just gonna put that on like so. Just a couple swipes. Okay. I literally just dropped it. Do you see what I'm saying? This is why I don't have nice things. This is why you don't give me nice things. It didn't break, luckily. We're super excited about that. I'm not gonna let this sit just because I don't know if it dries fast. I have a feeling it don't. It seems like a more creamy formula. That looks good, actually. I definitely think that it's like a fuller coverage concealer. So if you don't like full coverage, then you're not gonna like this one. But honestly, it looks really nice. I'm just gonna add just a dot more just here where I'm just a little bit red. But overall, it looks really, really good. It's covering nicely. And it doesn't look heavy even, and I could build it up and it still doesn't look heavy. So yeah, I have two new translucent powders, or they're not actually new, but they're new to me. I have the Anastasia loose setting powder, and this one is in the shade Vanilla. And then I have the Huda Beauty Easy Bake loose powder in the shade Cupcake. I've heard mixed reviews about this one. I've heard that the Anastasia one is just kind of okay. It's nothing great. And yeah, but then I've also, the Sephora reviews were great. Everyone was saying that it kept them matte all day long, that it made their skin look flawless, that it just made them look poreless. I didn't mention this, even though I mentioned it in my Sephora haul. Everyone talks about how much product is in this. Yeah, it's a delusion, okay? The packaging makes it look like it has so much product inside of it when it only has 25 grams, and the Laura Mercier one has 29 grams. And it dips in, so I'm just saying the packaging is definitely making it look like it has so much more product than it actually does. So we're gonna use the Anastasia one on one side and the Huda Beauty one on the other. So the only thing I've heard about Huda Beauty is they actually really like this powder, but the smell is too overwhelming. Like I also mentioned in my Sephora haul, the Fenty Beauty ones do have a smell. I feel like no one's ever talked about it, but they do have a smell. So if you're really like sensitive to fragrance, you might not like the Fenty Beauty one either, but I actually really like that powder and the smell doesn't really bother me, but it is there and you can smell it. Oh gosh, this I don't like. I don't like this little black cap that goes over it because it's so far in there that it's hard to get out, and when you try to pull it out, it just throws powder everywhere. But yeah, so that's what this one looks like. It does have a net, and I know that's not most people's favorite packaging, but yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go back over that, make sure there's no creasing. Yeah, so I'm gonna go in first with the Anastasia one on my damp Hank and Henry sponge, and I'm gonna do the Anastasia one on this side. So I don't smell anything. And I am just pushing this powder in. That looks pretty good actually. It looks really smooth. I actually think that powder looks, I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell, but I think that powder actually looks really, really good on the skin. I think it smoothed it out, it mattified. Okay, so now I'm going with the cupcake powder and set underneath my eye. And I'm gonna do it on the other side, and I'm just gonna take that out. There's definitely a fragrance. I can definitely smell it. It's very floral. I'm gonna be honest, I think they look pretty much the same. I think they both smoothed it out. They both made the skin look a little bit more flawless. I will say, weirdly enough, I can feel the Anastasia one a little bit more. Like, it's almost a little heavy on the skin, but that could have been my fault. I could have put too much, like, I had too much picked up and just packed too much on underneath. But honestly, it feels fine. Pretty similar. I don't really see like a huge difference. So yeah, I'm gonna dust a little bit of powder underneath. I am gonna put a little bit underneath this, or on top of this Anastasia one before we go in with bronzer. I am gonna set it with a powder bronzer too, but just in case. So I'm just gonna push a little bit of the Anastasia one. No, I feel like the amber shade of that bronzer is really throwing me off. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people love that shade, but I'm not trying to look dead to look contoured, you know? I'm not trying to look like I just died 2 weeks ago. There's definitely a smell, but I really don't, the smell of this one doesn't bother me, but I'm not super sensitive to smells, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, so now that we've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and set it with bronzer. I would use my Fenty Beauty bronzers, but I got this one during the Sephora sale. So this is the Jouer Essential, no, Light to Medium Bronzer Duo. This one is Sunlight and Suntan. This is a really nice bronzer. This isn't a new product that I got during the sale. I repurchased it because I broke mine a few months ago, and I finally got around to repurchasing this one. It is really, really nice. You do get 2 shades. One's a little bit darker and one's a little bit lighter, but they're very like neutral bronzer shades, and they have 3 colors now. So yeah, I just mixed the 2 together. I'm just gonna lightly set. I'm not gonna do like a bunch. I'm going in with a very light pressure. I think that set the bronzer really nicely. I didn't get any skipping or patchiness, but I did go over it with the powders. I set my face. I was filming it, but my camera cut off at some point, so I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder in the shade Vanilla on this side, and then I also have the Huda Beauty Cupcake Powder on this side. So yeah, I've been having that baking while I did my lower lash line. So I'm just gonna go ahead and push that bake in with my brush, with my sponge. And I don't know I really don't know if I like one more than the other. I think they both look pretty similar. They both filled in the pores and smoothed out the skin. The Huda Beauty side looks good, but so does the Anastasia one. I don't feel like one looks better than the other. I think they both look really nice and smoothing. But it also all depends on like which one holds up better throughout the day. So for blush, I'm going to be using the Patrick Ta Monochrome, what is it called? Monochrome Moment Velvet Blush, and mine is in the shade She's Seductive. So this is like a mauve-y toned blush. I was gonna get the pink one, but it was sold out until literally the next day after I already purchased my order. So I thought I would just go ahead and try this one and see if I like it. The packaging on it is super nice. It definitely shows fingerprints, but that is what the color looks like. It honestly just looks like a nice neutral blush that could really be used for anybody. It is it's like a buildable formula, but it's not as sheer as everyone was saying they are. I was actually kind of surprised about that whenever I swatched it in my Sephora haul. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean off my blush brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and dip into this. This is just the Morphe E4. I use this for blush all the time. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and start putting this on. It's definitely like minimal, but you can definitely see that I've applied some color to my cheeks. So I'm gonna go ahead and build it up a little bit. So as you can see, it definitely builds up really nicely, and it is more of a buildable formula. As you see the first time, it was like color, but it was light color. So if you don't like a ton of blush, I think you'd actually really like this formula because it's buildable. So you can either do a little bit or you can do a lot. I like a lot, but it's all personal preference. So I'm just starting at the back of my cheek and then working up to the front. I do like the blush, and I do like the color of it. It's kind of like a burnt, it's almost pulling a little bit warmer on me than I would have expected. I do like it. I don't think it's anything extraordinary, like you need this color or right now go out and buy it, but I do like it. I think it looks really nice on the skin. It is buildable like a lot of people were saying, but some people were saying there's no pigment at all. I don't agree with that. I just think that it starts off a little bit more sheer light blush color, and then you can build it up to more intensity. So yeah, I do like it. I'm gonna go ahead and set the face. I'm not gonna wear highlight today, but I am gonna just set my face with this Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. So I'm gonna spray my face real fast. And I don't remember having this problem, but the past few times I've used it, I did get little dots, not white dots, but like, you know how you spray it and it kind of like spits at you, and it kind of leaves those little dots where it's taken off the makeup in that little spot. I don't remember having that problem. Maybe they changed the sprayer, or maybe I got like a defective sprayer, but the only way I can use it is if I just like hold it back. So I got 2 new lipsticks. So these are the Smashbox Always On Cream to Matte Lipstick. I've heard really good things about these. I do love the Smashbox Always On liquid lipsticks. They have a really nice formula that's long lasting but not drying, and it's some of my favorites, and I know it's kind of like a fan favorite, like a lot of people love them. So I got 2 colors. I got Hoops On and Just Barely. This is what the applicator looks like. It's like a teardrop lipstick, and let me see if it is on camera. So that's what they look like swatched. Okay, that's not a very good swatch. But they're really pigmented and really creamy. But the good thing, the reason I got a bold lipstick, normally I don't like those unless they're liquid lipsticks. A lot of people were saying these almost dry down like they are a liquid lipstick. And then this is Just Barely, which I'm using today. And this is just like a nice pinky neutral nude, which are my favorites. I love pinky nudes. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this. I put on MAC Whirl, and I'm just gonna apply this. It feels really nice on the lips. It feels really creamy. Oh, I can definitely feel it drying down. It almost feels like, I don't know, it's weird. It almost feels like a liquid lipstick when it's drying down. You know how it's wet and then it will start drying down to like that matte formula? It's completely dry now, and it feels just like a nice, I don't know what the word, it just feels like a nice, like, comfortable matte. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna go ahead and give you like a quick little rundown of all the products that we tried. So first thing is this Laura Mercier Perfecting Pure Canvas Primer. I do like it. I think it looks nice on the skin, but I didn't see like a big difference. I don't feel like it really did much. I need to keep trying it. Maybe it's one of those primers that are just supposed to be good for your skin. Maybe it's more of like a skincare product than like a primer. So maybe over time it'll help or like benefit my skin. But as of right now, I didn't really see anything. It didn't like blur my pores or really do much. I feel like it was almost just like a moisturizer, like a gel water like moisturizer. So yeah, I do like it and did feel good on my skin, but I'm not amazed by it, so I need to keep trying it out and see if I really grow to like it. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on that. So next is the Pat McGrath concealer. This is a really nice concealer. It looks good on the skin. It definitely is like a full coverage concealer, so if you don't like fuller coverage concealers, you won't like this. But I think it added nice coverage to the skin, and it kind of just really helped to even and blur everything out. I do really like it. I think it's more of like a natural finish. I wouldn't say it's completely I'm gonna stick to natural finish, maybe natural matte, but it's definitely not dewy. So yeah, I'll have to see how it wears and use it more to see if I like it, but as of right now I do like it and I think it is a good concealer. I just want to keep trying it to make sure that it's worth the price tag. So yeah. Well, next is the Cheeks Out, or the Fenty Beauty Cheeks Out Cream Bronzers. I do like these. I definitely like them with this brush, the Alamar Cosmetics complexion brush. I don't know what I was doing with that foundation brush. I mean, it is a bronzer brush, but I don't feel like I had like great tools to work with these. But the Alamar one worked fine with it. I think that it looks nice on the skin. It's definitely a buildable formula, which for me and other beginners is really convenient or really helpful, because it just, you're not going to apply it and then you have this sharp line of product that you need to blend out, or you don't have this crazy amount of color that now you have to blend out. And sometimes, I don't know, and it's also more of like a creamier satin type of product, and it's not completely matte, and sometimes the matte can make it harder to blend out. But as of right now, I really like these. I think these would be good for like what I did today, more full glam, but I also think these would be nice for just like an everyday just throw on a little bit of this bronzer and run out the door kind of thing. I think these are very universal. They have a lot of colors, and they can be for someone who just likes to wear like mascara, a little bronzer, likes to stick to more cream products, not so much powders, or for even someone like me who just likes to do like the full glam. I think these are a really great product, and so far I am impressed with them. If I could go back, I probably wouldn't get Amber, just because it's not, I don't know, I got it because a lot of the reviews said they loved it. I don't know if I love it. I think the color can be, it's very cool tone, as you can see. So I don't know, I'll have to play with the shade Amber a little bit more. But right now I'm definitely liking the shade BADESCU a little bit more for everyday use, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't know, I'm gonna play with these a little bit more, and then I'll do a first impressions update like I normally do. But right now I am impressed with them. I actually like them more than I thought I would. Next we have powders. So I tried the Huda Beauty one and the Anastasia one. Honestly, I like both. I think they both did kind of the same thing. I think they both blurred out the skin, made it look a little bit more flawless, and really mattified the skin and perfected it. So yeah, I do like the shade Cupcake because it is brightening, but it's not like Fenty Beauty Lavender where it is like super bright underneath the eyes, which I do like that, but just sometimes, you know, I want bright, but I don't want crazy bright. So yeah, I do really like the shade of this one. I'm glad I went with Cupcake. But yeah, right now I like both of these. We'll just have to see which one wears better, which one keeps me matte longer. Yeah, we'll just have to keep trying these out. So next we have the Pat Patrick Ta Blush. I do like these. I think that they look really nice on the skin. They do have like a satin formula. They're not super matte. I do like the color. I'm definitely very blushed today. Like I have a lot of stuff going on my cheeks, but yeah, I'm not amazed by it enough to where I think that I would go back and get more shades. I think that it's just as good as my other blushes, and I will continue to use it, but I don't think it's like a necessary have to have product. But it does look nice on the skin, and if you have been wanting it, I think that you should pick it up. I strayed away from it because everyone's saying that it was super sheer. It's definitely a buildable formula, so keep that in mind. But yeah, kind of like the Fenty Beauty bronzers, I think this could work for anyone, someone who likes just a little bit of blush or someone who likes a lot, because you can keep it sheer or you can build it up. But yeah, I do like it. I just, right now, I'm not so amazed that I think it's worth $30 or $32, however much this was. I think it was 32. Yeah, I'm not blown away by this product. Okay, and the last two things is the Smashbox Always On Cream to Matte Lipsticks. I really like these. I haven't tried the deeper color, so I'll have to see how the deeper color wears. But as of right now, I really like this formula, and I almost think that I'll prefer this one over their liquid lipsticks, because I don't know, I've moved out of the liquid lipstick phase. I still like liquid lipsticks, but I don't reach for them as much as I do my bullet lipsticks. But yeah, I really like these. I think that the formula is so unique and cool. It's just like, you can definitely feel it drying down, almost like you put on a liquid lipstick, but they don't feel like a liquid lipstick. They're not super drying, and you can just like feel it sitting on your lips. I don't know, it feels like I don't have anything on my lips. These might become one of my favorite lipsticks. So yeah, that was all the products that we had to try out for today. I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure to let me know in the comments if you tried any of these products, if you love or hate some of these products. Whatever, I'm open to anything. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.